Adam and Eve, the deeper meaning. Genesis chapter 3. In Genesis chapter 3, we are introduced to one of the most important moments in human history, the fall of Adam and Eve. This story is not just about a forbidden fruit. It is about trust, choice, and the human heart. God placed Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, a place of abundance, peace, and divine presence. Everything they needed was already provided. They walked with God freely, without fear, shame, or lack. The one instruction God gave them was not a punishment, it was protection. It was an invitation to trust Him completely. The serpent did not begin by telling Eve to disobey God. He began by questioning God's word. Did God really say? This is important. Temptation often starts with doubt, not action. Once doubt enters the heart, obedience becomes difficult. Eve began to look at the fruit differently. What God said was dangerous now looked desirable. What was forbidden now seemed beneficial. Adam and Eve chose knowledge over trust, independence over obedience. And in that moment, something deeper than disobedience happened. They decided to define good and evil for themselves, instead of relying on God. Immediately after eating the fruit, their eyes were opened, but not in the way they expected. Instead of wisdom, they felt shame. Instead of power, they felt fear. Instead of freedom, they hid. This teaches us something powerful. Sin promises growth, but delivers separation. It promises freedom, but produces fear. When God came into the garden, He did not come with anger. He came with a question. Where are you? God already knew where they were physically. What He was asking was deeper. Where is your heart? Where is your trust? Even in their failure, God showed mercy. He covered their nakedness. He did not abandon them. He corrected them, yes, but He also protected them. This reveals the heart of God, a loving Father who disciplines but does not destroy. Genesis 3 reminds us that humanity's greatest struggle is not desire, it is trust. Every time we choose our own way over God's wisdom, we repeat the same mistake. Yet, even in that failure, God's grace still reaches for us. And here is the grateful truth. Genesis 3 does not end with rejection. It begins the story of redemption. From the very moment humanity fell, God already had a plan to restore us. This story invites us to reflect, not with shame, but with gratitude. Gratitude that God does not give up on us when we fall. Gratitude that His mercy is greater than our mistakes. Gratitude that even when we hide, God still comes looking for us. Key takeaway for viewers. The fall was not the end of the story. It was the beginning of God's rescue plan. If this message blessed you, like it, subscribe, and share it. Let's spread God's love together.